You're listening to Pack Dynamics, a Fandom on the Rocks podcast. Welcome back to Pack Dynamics, a Teen Wolf podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Allison.
And it's too hot to garden.
It's too hot to be a person. No. And I say this like growing up in the desert. It's now like in the low 80s in my little nugget of Norway. And it's too hot. It's too hot. No, hard pass.
Hate it so much.
Hard pass.
I've been sweating for 2 weeks nonstop. I was out yesterday trying to get some shit done, and it's just, the sweat is just like dripping off my face onto my sunglasses. I don't know how people do this. I get into fights every year with people who are like, yay summer, and it's like, I physically don't understand you. I am a furnace from the inside out. You know this.
Yes, I do.
Like, I can keep other people warm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand hot weather people, and I know that they can't understand me.
And I'm sad about it because I used to be a hot weather person.
Yeah,
I did.
This is true. This is true.
I was one of those people that we would fight in our like hot Chicago summers about like, it's beautiful. No, it's awful. We used to be these. I've been there, but I have now hit some level of age or hormone or I don't fucking know. But I am now like a sweaty Betty, cannot be in the sun.
Yeah.
It can't anymore.
Yeah, we're having a fight in the office. It's not a fight. It's a passive aggressive situation in the office because last week, it's an open concept office, which are the devil anyway. And it's all concrete, but there are huge windows everywhere. So the sun pours in.
Oh, so you work in an oven.
Basically. I close the blinds all the time anyway, because that end of the office is a playground for a daycare. And I just don't deal with that anyway. And that's where I sit. And that's where the sun comes in the morning. So it's like, it's too much. But it turns out the heating system got messed up. So it was like 78 degrees in the office.
That's too hot.
And it was too much. So I asked maintenance, like, hey, could you check into this? Because this is not right. And he was like, oh, no, you're right. The set point is wrong. So he reset the occupied, unoccupied set point back to what they were supposed to be. I was like, beautiful. It's
amazing.
No longer an oven. And then the CFO, who was a dude, and, you know, everyone's always like, oh, men are always wanting the office, you know, because we like to gender things, but the men always want the office so cold. He rolls in and he's like, is it a little cold in here today? Like, if you want me to turn the temperature up in here, I might have to kill you. Like, I don't put on a coat, put on a sweater, put on a scarf. I don't care.
Literally, I once in my lifetime purchased from like a vague acquaintance of mine and a friend of Emily a Hummel Tires and Lube sweatshirt for the express purpose of wearing at work.
Yes.
Because it's so heckin' cold. Like, I wish
put on little half gloves,
like control of the thermostat. That's the dream.
So I had maintenance turn it up like 1 degree because maintenance and I are like friendly, because he's like, I want to call him a roughneck in the nicest way possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this dude belongs underneath the chassis of a car at all times. And he was like, listen, I can't really turn it up 1 degree. It goes up by 3s. And I was like, that's going to be too much.
Too many degrees. So
he did. And then, of course, the next day, the dude was like, it's still a little cold. And I was like, I can't get naked in the office. So I don't know what's going to happen here. So it's been the weekend. I lied a little bit and said like, oh yeah, I texted him and well, like, what are you going to do? You're going to get me a portable air conditioning unit just for me?
I mean,
that's
like,
the next step here.
I, for a hot minute, had a portable swamp cooler, like a little bitty, like personal size swamp cooler. And it was the coolest thing ever.
I mean, literally. It's going to be too dry in the office for that to run.
No, if it's dry,
it's dry, you want it.
If it's dry in the office, that's what you want.
That'll work, because if it's too humid, swamp coolers don't work.
Yeah, no, it has to be at like 7% or under.
That actually might work.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, there's a little personal pan pizza, a little personal swamp cooler. It was the best. Just put it at your desk and just like,
yeah. Okay, hello. that might work, because other people have, you know, little heaters under their desk for in the winter when their feet get cold.
I've been there too. So
like, that might have to be the case if I have to listen to these grown men complain about being cold.
Buy them a sweater.
We have branded Snuggies.
Oh my God, incredible. They
have our names on the back, like that's jerseys.
Amazing. How is there? Okay, hold on. How is there a back of a Snuggie?
Oh, they're not. We call them Snuggies. They're like big, fuzzy, like knee length. I don't even like sweater thingies with hoods. I don't know what to call them. I'll show you them.
Oh my god, I need this. I need this.
I've never actually gotten to wear mine because as soon as I put it on, I have heat stroke because it's so warm.
Send it to me. I'll wear it.
I have two. One my cat stole immediately because it's so warm and soft, and the other is at work that I can't wear because I would die. But yeah, let's put that on. You'll be warm.
That's incredible. That's absolutely unbelievable.
The transition here is that it's cold in Beacon Hills.
Well, at least it's cold in those ice baths.
Yes, that is the transition to the mid-season finale of Teen Wolf, season 3, episode 12. Okay, the title on Hulu was Revelations, Lunar Eclipse, which I didn't recall seeing the first time around.
No, it's been Lunar Eclipse.
I know.
In my brain. I don't know what Revolutions is. Revelations.
When I turned this on, I was like, am I on the wrong season? Did I fuck up here? But that's what it said on Hulu. So in the mid-season finale, under Deaton's advice, Scott and his friends use an ancient but extremely dangerous ritual to help them both save, this is a bad sentence, both save the lives of the people they love and stop Deucalion from achieving his sinister goal. This aired August 19th. I wrote 2023, I think because my brain broke, but 2013. So it didn't air last year. That is wrong. It aired many years before that. So we break into this episode with a white screen that is not your TV breaking and very creepy music.
Donna.
And 3 young children waking up in these ice baths in an all-white, I don't know, warehouse?
Yeah, it's the white room.
Yeah, this creepy white room of everyone's nightmares. Once again, I have to ask, why is
this the same white room that Derek woke up in like last season?
I think this is the dream room. This is your subconscious dream walk room where all things are possible.
Indeed.
Why is Allison wearing a dress when everyone else gets to wear clothes?
Why are they all wearing different clothes in the dream space than they were when they like got dunked? Or is this their like ritual sacrifice clothes? I don't know. I don't remember.
Like maiden in a dress. I don't know. I was like, just let her wear pants if she has to go dream walking.
Either everyone in pants or everyone in a dress. I don't care which one.
Ooh, just yes. Go. Yeah, put the boys in a pretty slip dress. That would be cute.
They'd be real pretty.
But behind them in this warehouse is the Nemeton. A spooky tree trunk.
Spooky. So I have to believe that it's because this is how the baths were set up in the first place. Why is Stiles the one in the middle here? Shouldn't it be Scott?
You would think, but it's how they were set up in the thing. It's Scott was on the, well, I guess it depends if you're upstage, downstage, but
he's on the far side.
Yeah, he was on the screen right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like the whole time I like watching them walk forward. I'm like, why isn't Scott in the middle?
Because Stiles is taller now, so it looks better.
I guess that makes sense from like a cinematography.
Yeah, that word.
Visually, it makes sense visually.
the sight look. For the peepers. So we are now supposed to think that Scott's tattoo means something because.
Are you trying to tell me that his boob tattoo is now the rings of the Nemeton? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That is what I'm trying to say, is that his boob tattoo is actually, it was a foreshadow. It was a deep connection to the rings of the Nemeton and not just something his 15-year-old brain was like, rings. And I was like, I mean, you can retcon it all you want, but this is just because Tyler Posey got a dumbass tattoo and then they had to write it into the show.
For what it's worth, I like that tattoo, but like they definitely had to retcon it in, and I was like, oh, this doesn't work.
I just the like touching it and then touching the ring of the trees. I was like, okay, but it could be such a cooler. You could have done so many other. Okay, fine, but he does vibe. He touches the tree and like becomes one with the tree and vibes with it and then ends up in the woods in the dark. And I actually liked this whole sequence of the kids, well, I guess the teens, seeing their younger selves in the woods
And this is the kind of retconning a girl can get behind.
It is. It is absolutely retconning the last 3 seasons of the show, being like, look, all these really important moments that you've been watching over the last 3 seasons, they mean something.
They do.
It all happened around the Nemeton.
But like this is the kind of retconning I can get behind. I can follow it. It actually they pulled enough pieces together in the right directions that I'm like, I'm in. Sounds great.
I was fine. I was like, no, this is cool.
And it was so cool to get to watch like baby Scott, even though he definitely is undergoing some massive, massive, massive trauma in this moment again, forever. Yep. It was still super cool. And watching Stiles, although it did give me Stiles and the Nemeton, my future casting heart goes ouch.
Yes.
Just watching Stiles and the Nemeton, like, ow. And then, of course, the queen, the myth, the legend. Your father is a highly respected private security consultant and a federally licensed firearms dealer. This is where it's from.
This is where it's from. And we'll see this line again.
We do. And I'm just like, she starts, like, Victoria's in the car and she starts to say it. And I just scream. I physically scream watching this episode.
I really liked it. It was just federally licensed firearms dealer. Like, is that even a job?
I mean, sure, why not?
Sure, why not? I'll take it.
Yeah, but it turns out that Victoria was actually driving with Allison in the passenger seat, the car that almost hit Scott the night he was bitten.
Yes.
Retcon.
But
again, retcon that, like, works.
Yeah, it's fine. It
fits in the map. That fits. It's totally fine.
Allison's out there following footprints into the woods, finding his inhaler. All I wrote was like, it's all fate, baby.
There's no such thing as fate. There's no such thing as werewolves.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was into this. I was like, this is fine. So that was a fun cold open.
Super in. But then all of a sudden, everybody wakes up because they're alive and they found the Nemeton.
They are alive. They have been underwater for 16 hours and I guess dead.
And they are looking so nice and fresh and not at all pruny.
Not at all pruny. We're supposed to believe that they were not breathing for 16 hours, right?
For sure.
Or just magic.
Just hanging out.
Okay, great. Cool. That's not going to go well for them later, right?
No, definitely not. Definitely not going to go well for them later.
That whole Deaton speech about the darkness around their hearts, following them wherever they go.
I mean, like, to really hold on to that. It does hurt some of them more than others, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it really does.
Yeah, but
second problem is that the full moon is rising in under 4 hours. It is time to go.
Because they had a nice long nap.
They did, which also means so Isaac and Lydia and also Deaton had to just hang out in the vet's office for 16 hours waiting.
Yeah, just what hey, there's that guy. He's just dead.
They're just like, they had to eat. I guess they took turns sleeping. Like, what was that day like?
A weird one, I would bet.
Yeah. Just, and did people bring their pets in to the vet's office during this?
Maybe.
Or was it closed?
I don't know.
Just things to consider while this happened. Scott still wants to go back to Deucalion because he doesn't think that they can beat Jennifer without the help of Deucalion. And this time, Deaton's like, yeah, no, you're probably right. Just don't trust Deucalion while you're there. Which is fair advice, I guess. But now we've got Ethan, who I can never remember if he's Ethan or Aiden, and I usually don't care, showing up looking for Lydia. And he is asking for help to stop Aiden and Kali, who he calls, what does he say, Kali?
Yeah.
It was like a weird pronunciation. Or maybe it's correct. I don't know. He wants help stopping his brother and Kali from killing Derek, because now he's nice.
I think maybe he's so in love with Danny that, he can't stomach murder anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we'll go with that. Or maybe he just got his ass kicked one too many times in the service of Deucalion that he's like, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, basically.
Too much. Speaking of getting his ass kicked, Derek's trying to recover in the loft.
And Cora's alive.
Cora is alive. She's looking a lot better than Derek.
Oh, yeah.
Even though she was near death for days. But that's fine. Women are stronger.
And then Peter just decides to start talking and not say anything nice.
Yeah, Peter's just there to really dig in the fact that the full moon is on the way. Derek looks like hell and shit's about to go down. Because Peter, doesn't have anything else to do. He just like lurks in the back for what, 5 episodes?
Pretty much, yeah.
Kind of like sauntering down that staircase at inopportune moments to kind of like look down on all the scenes from above.
Hello, I'm here. I'm supervising.
Yeah, to be like, hey, can I let you guys know that stuff's happening? I'm not going to help, but I do want to give you scary information. So thanks, Uncle Peter.
Of course, because Peter is, in fact, one of the 2 worst unreliable narrators in this TV show. Mm-hmm. As an audience, we're like, do I trust that guy?
You should not trust that guy.
You just keep lying to me. So, like...
Yeah. But poor baby Derek, what's he supposed to do? That's his fam. And Derek still thinks that he's, like, gonna take people out? I don't know if it's Derek's ego sometimes.
Honestly, it's gotta be, because Derek continues to make choices that I don't really understand.
Yeah.
Like, I kinda do, and then I kinda don't.
Yeah, he does serve the plot sometimes.
He does. He serves the plot. And, you know, there's this whole part of media literacy where you kind of have to extrapolate. You can say, well, he's doing this for any number of reasons. Here's this group of reasons, or that group of reasons, or this group of reasons. But like, unless the author is explicit about it, you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so, you know, does Derek get bamboozled by magic vagina yet again? Like, maybe. I don't know.
We'll have to deal. Dear reader, it's up for you to decide.
We're going to cross our fingers and hope really hard that he's learned something and that he's like standing up for his friends, but like maybe not. I
don't know. I know what I think.
Yeah, so do I. But
so we've got the root cellar. The parents are just chilling. Are we to assume that the timeline is the same and they have been there at least 16 hours?
At least.
No food, no water, hands tied behind their backs.
They're just having a lovely little chat together. They're doing great.
Can they feel their limbs?
Probably not.
Like, ow. I sleep wrong and my hands are asleep.
Oh, yeah. I will say, though, you know, for being probably the only person in the room who hasn't been trained for a scenario like this, Mom was holding it down pretty well.
She did raise a teenage son.
Yeah.
So she's got some fight training, some survival instincts. You know, she's in it to win it.
Yeah. But everyone's being real chill.
Well, except for the sheriff, who's like, oh, she's not just gonna slice our throat. She is gonna strangle us first.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna murder us alive.
Yeah.
But like, it'll be fine.
Funny. Yeah. He's not super comforting.
He's not very optimistic about the scenario.
No, not at all. I did kind of love that.
Oh, yeah.
And also less optimistic is like a giant storm is raging and things are starting to rumble and kind of fall apart upstairs. So
which I gotta say, I think is going to be some fandom inspiration in a lot of Magic Stiles fic.
Yes.
When he is like new to this and doesn't really understand what's going on and gets overwhelmed with emotions, his magic often reacts in ways like this.
I love that in stories.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And it
Yeah, big storms, big violent storms like this one.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So,
you know what else I kind of accidentally love?
What?
So we go back to the loft and Ethan has shown up with Lydia.
Yes.
And we get Lydia and Peter and Peter and Lydia and Lydia and Peter.
Yeah. I would love just like 10 minutes of them in a room alone together.
Oh, yeah.
And having Lydia walk out alive.
Correct. Just
and like Peter's just obliterated on the floor.
Kaplowy. Peter's the worst, but like there's a part of my heart that just loves Peter and Lydia. I really do.
Yeah,
I do.
They're the actors' chemistry, and obviously the actors are a little closer in age than the characters.
Right.
But their chemistry together is really good.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I'm not going to be like, it's hot, because I'll let other people vibe that vibe. But some actors just line read better together and just sit in a scene better together, and they're just good in scenes together. It's fun.
Yeah, they are. And I really enjoy the two of them together.
Me too. So Peter wants Derek to just get the fuck out of there, which is That I think is Peter playing into Derek's refusal to run.
Probably.
Right? Like, because Derek does initially get in the car and go, but he does it very reluctantly. I think Peter telling Derek to like take Cora and run away from the situation is him kind of being like subtly like coward.
Honestly.
Save yourself. Because it's not really what he wants Derek to do. So he's, you could tell a toddler to do the opposite.
Right. And then, when he finally does get in the car in a few scenes, you're just like, oh, does Peter actually care for Derek in this moment? Is Peter trying to get him away from danger? Or is Peter just like the master manipulator and Derek is just there?
Master manipulator. Yeah.
Speaking of master manipulators, well, Lydia has to make an observation first because Peter is desperately trying to get Derek to leave. And Derek, in his toddler basketball playing, I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. Peter's like, Kali's going to murder you. And Derek's like, no.
You've never won a fight with her in your life, dude.
Never once. I love you. And also you're going to lose. And so Peter goes to ask Lydia, hey, girl, what do you think? And she remarks,
what's in your mind now?
She says that she feels like she's standing in a graveyard. Yeah. And with the number of people who died in that fucking loft.
Yeah.
Like, you're not wrong.
Not wrong. Mm-mm.
In this moment, I would have loved to have actually seen like a close-up of Cora's face.
Yeah.
Because she was really the first one to lose somebody in this loft.
Yes. Yeah. Ugh. You knew when they first showed that loft and how like dark and grimy it was that nothing good was going to happen there.
Nothing good.
Mm-mm. So we have the Argent apartment with Team Argent? Team Sky? I don't know how they...
Scalizak? I can't pronounce it. It's not a word that's meant to be said out loud.
It is not. Shall not be named. Scott is on the phone to Stiles to get stuff to track down the parents in the woods out into the root cellar and the Nemeton. And this conversation is so like lighthearted in such a dark situation that it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not smelling your dad's boxers. Okay. I'll smell socks.
Like it's through all of this. And I don't remember how it changes because I'm trying to really focus more on like the main plot and the now. But Scott really does love Stiles.
Oh yeah.
These two are actually friends and they love each other and like they're gonna be together and they're gonna keep trying and they're gonna keep fighting and they just give each other so much strength and I hate it and I love them.
I know.
Oh, ladies.
It's awful and it sucks and it's wonderful.
And I love them. So yeah. But, Allison's in her own home. She's directing traffic. And then it turns out that there is an unexpected visitor.
FBI detective douchebag McCall is already in Chris's study. I don't know how he is allowed in there. I feel like a warrant is needed. I don't think you can just break and enter as an FBI agent. He talks about probable cause, I think, but like because of the guns. But I don't think that's how that works.
No.
And frankly, without a warrant, any evidence he were to gather wouldn't be admissible in court.
Right. Like and because then he breaks in and then he finds all the guns. It's like, what is happening? But I imagine with the sheriff missing, that like the whole town is under federal guidance anyway.
True.
So he's just being an asshole is what he's being.
Oh yeah, full asshole.
Like,
and he clearly doesn't know anything about what's going on.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And he's trying to do that like, the three of you know more than you're saying. Like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about the supernatural branch of the FBI? Because you haven't so far.
Yep. Yep. And this is, Allison gets to do her. My father's... let me... What is it? Tell my father about this?
My father is a highly respected private security consultant and a federally licensed firearms dealer.
Yes. It's too bad you can't put that on a shirt because right now it would not be appropriate.
Yeah.
But yes, go Allison.
Yeah, and she is just like full of she's just so much she's so full of brains, she's so smart, she's so clever, and I love her.
She is, because, she's walking along this table, kind of like listing off the weapons that are there. And she kind of picks up this smoke bomb.
Yeah.
And is like, I can't remember what she says about it, but she pulls the tab of the smoke bomb to give them cover to get out of there.
Yeah. Not Allison smoke bombing a federal agent. Absolutely not.
100%. I think that might be a felony.
I think so, for sure.
But it's cool.
It's cool, though, guys, because earlier, Isaac Leahy popped open a snack sponsored by Icebreakers.
Yes.
Just like so, that crystal blue I could spot anywhere.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So,
hey, man, you got to get those ad dollars somewhere.
Yeah. So Scott, Isaac, and Allison are booking it. They're gone.
They are gone. Do we keep with the Allisons out to the preserve, or do we need to backtrack to the loft?
I think we have to kind of backtrack to the loft.
Because this is another episode where things just kind of ping pong ball around the entire episode.
Yeah, they do. I'm just fairly grateful that like once we ping pong, we kind of have to close a loop. And then we ping pong and then we close a loop.
Yeah.
But we do have to ping pong a lot.
Yeah.
Because we go back to the loft.
Where Kali is walking in with her bare ass feet, which, okay, I am a take your shoes off when you go into someone's house person.
Yeah.
So,
but not when your bare feet have been outside.
Yeah. So, I do want to be the person who provides like indoor slippers for people when they come in. But then I have the situation of like, well, do then different people use the indoor slippers? Because then it's like people are putting their same feet into the slippers that other people have used, and then I get a little weirded out by that. So it's like a whole situation.
It's a whole thing.
Like BY sidebar of a sidebar. When I go to like my brother's for Christmas or Thanksgiving or whatever, I just bring my own slippers.
Yeah. Because
my sister-in-law keeps her house like disturbingly immaculate. Like it's very like light colored carpets, and it feels like there's just nothing in the house. I'm sure she just hides stuff when people come over. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's so clean and crisp and nice and catalog. She's wonderful. She's not an insane person. I think she just wants it to look nice for people. Yeah. But I just BYO my own slippers. So I am comfy and not walking around in my dirty ass shoes. Anyway.
I BYO my own slippers to BMO, bring my own.
Bring your own, my own slippers.
Yes, bring your own, my own slippers to my in-laws, because they don't have like central heating. They live in fireplace country. And so like they all wear slippers and lots of sweaters. And so it's like, awesome. I finally have figured out like, oh, if I just wear slippers, then my feet aren't cold all the time. Mm-hmm. And I come from the desert where we don't wear slippers.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Just bring your own slippers.
It's just not that hard. Anyway.
Kali doesn't need slippers, though. Lydia tells her that she needs a pedicure.
She does. I love the sass from Lydia to Kali. It is...
She's like gearing it up. She's like, oh, okay. All right. I can stand up to Peter. I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's nice. Like, it's dangerous, right? Because Lydia is... delicate. She is fragile. She is like Stiles, where she is 120 pounds of fragile skin and bone.
She's mostly human.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do it. So Derek and Cora are outside in the Jeep. They are gonna flee the scene. So they are zooming out of danger while Jennifer bursts through the roof of the loft, which did we know was like a glass roof, or is that new?
No, that's new.
Okay, great. Because I had a moment, I was like, has this always been all skylight, or am I crazy? And does the classic superhero landing, which is not deserved for her, frankly. So we have a Jennifer versus Kali beatdown while the twins are butting in. But I think that's just so they can take their shirts off again.
For sure. Because this whole moment was, okay, so Jennifer's going to meet her ex-girlfriend who almost murdered her. And the first thing she brags about is how pretty she is.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my God. Have you seen my face? Have you seen my face?
Have you seen this skincare?
like, ma'am, that is a whole new level of petty. So I know you almost murdered me. I know you tried, but like you failed and I came back glowed up. Let's go.
And think of the power it takes to look this good. Like you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Shit.
And then the two of them proceed to have just like a very nice fight, and I was overwhelmed by how good looking they both were.
I know.
I was a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. And it's also like, why, Kali, did you let a man like influence you into this?
Correct. Just kill your girlfriend. It's fine. Is it?
Right?
Is it, Kali? Is it?
Just, kill everyone in your pack and your emissary and your girlfriend, and like, because I'm a man and I want you to, and I'll give you more. Like, don't let men influence into murder.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer eventually gets the upper hand and decides not to stand for it because she and Kali have a very emotional, like, I swear at this moment, Jennifer just wants Kali to tell her that she loves her, and Kali instead says, I should have ripped your head off. And Jennifer does not take very kindly to that.
And that she's sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
no one apologizes in the show. No one apologizes.
Nobody. I think Jeff Davis is allergic to apologies and thinks they're weak.
Yikes.
But yeah, she fires all the broken glass from the ceiling into Kali with her magic powers while she flies. And this, I guess, is what kills Kali?
I guess.
I'm so... Okay, again, this could be a sidebar into a whole bonus episode about superhero and supernatural powers and their limits that I don't think we have the depth of knowledge to talk about. But like, what are their powers? Like, why does this kill Kali and not lots of slashes from werewolves?
Like, if she had like tripped and fallen through the glass panel,
yeah,
like, would that have killed her? Or is it just because Jennifer is putting all of her like rage into the glass that it kills? I don't know.
We'll call it magic glass.
Yeah. We'll call it magic, because then Jennifer proceeds to go on a murder spree and kills the alpha twins.
Yep, she breaks their neck, their merged neck.
Their merged neck.
Yep. Which, I mean, they kind of have coming.
Yeah, a little bit.
They've been little bitches this whole time.
And then Jennifer decides to start attacking Lydia because she's already cleared the room, right?
Mm-hmm. She has.
And I love her so much for this, because you forget with like big bad Jennifer Blake that her like superhero cover story is that she's an English teacher. What's that line Coach likes to say? Like, oh yeah, she knows Coach.
Coach.
She's bonded with Coach.
They've probably gone to the break room together.
They've done study hall together. Like,
she's been to lacrosse games. Like,
yeah. And it's the bigger they are. Now, Emily, can you finish this quote? What is the end of this quote from Coach Finstock? The bigger they are.
Damn it, Greenberg.
The bigger they are.
How hard are they fall?
No, it's just the bigger they are.
I know. The bigger they are, the bigger they are.
The bigger they are, the bigger they are. But yeah, so, and Lydia is rightly terrified because her English teacher just, it murdered a lot of people in front of her, including her like on again, off again friends with benefits, not having a nice time.
Yep. So she gotta, I wonder if there's a world in which Jennifer wanted to like team up with Lydia and not just kill her off.
Maybe,
because it's like, little girl power action, not action, but like action, use her powers for some. I mean, Jennifer's whole, she wants power to kill Deucalion, but like after that, what? Like, what do you do afterwards? What are your goals? What's your 5-year plan?
What's your plan, man?
So yeah, she wants Lydia to scream, which Lydia does, and Derek and Cora hear it from however far away they are, which I imagine is not that far.
No, probably not.
Because they turn around.
Yeah. Like the faces.
I know.
That on both Derek and Cora's faces, like just the expression on their faces. My heart hurts. My heart hurts. And definitely, let's not talk about, Cora being the one to comfort and protect Lydia when they arrive back to the loft.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it. My heart hurts again.
Cora's missed family.
Cora loves Lydia.
She does. We do have to take a quick little jaunt into the brewing thunderstorm, which is absolutely unnatural. Stiles is burning it down the road in his Jeep. And then loses control and crashes into a tree.
So what is the point of this?
I don't know. Part of me was like, did Dylan O'Brien not have enough filming time and they just needed him to like be off set for 2 days while everyone else filmed? Because he's only in this episode for like a hot minute.
Yeah. So
at the very end.
I can give you my real people thoughts, and then I can give you my hopes and dreams.
Okay.
I think my real people thoughts is that they have to do explicitly what a lot of fic like says doesn't happen. Like, so a lot of fic focuses really, really hard on 2-4 Abomination, in which Stiles calls Scott and Scott like hangs up on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of season 2, where like Stiles gets kidnapped by Gerard and like beaten up, and then Scott like doesn't notice that he's been gone. And so fandom really clings to that for Bad Friend Scott, and I just don't have time for that right now.
Yeah.
But in this, Scott learns from this, and he is really, really worried about Stiles when Stiles doesn't show up where he's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Stiles was on his way. He's not picking up. This is wrong. Something's wrong. And so like, I literally think that they just had to like get Stiles out of the way so that Scott could state like, hey, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would have loved for this to have been like a hit by lightning Magic Stiles moment.
Okay.
This would have been an incredible Magic Stiles moment.
Right.
You know, but whatever.
But sadly, he's just not in the episode.
Yeah, he's just not in the episode.
I know. I don't know. Jeff. Very annoying.
Yeah. But so we finally, Scott knows that something's wrong with Stiles because Stiles is like not where he's supposed to be at the preserve. But Isaac is out with Allison and hears the emitter that Daddy Argent has turned on. And like the whole thing works like Chris had planned it. And Isaac hears it. He's an honorary Argent and runs, he and Allison, towards the Nemeton. And they find the Nemeton to rescue the parents. Well, to emotionally rescue them.
Yes. Chris's face when he sees Allison.
Oh.
He's so proud and so relieved.
Oh my God, yes.
And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, the sheriff being like, where's Stiles? Where's my son?
Where's my son?
Which is a reflection of Stiles being like, where's my dad?
Oh God, it hurts. Again, at the end of season 2, after like Stiles wins the lacrosse game.
Yep.
And he gets lost. And the sheriff's just like screaming on the field, where's Stiles? Where's my son?
Yep.
Like, ouch, 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 ouch.
It hurts.
Okay, you know what else just hurts? Just hurts me. Scott decides to casually text his English teacher.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, so we learned at the end of the loft scene that Jennifer is like pitching to Derek, look, I can either murder all these people or you can come and be my guardian. Either's cool, but like, I'd really like to sleep with you, but I'd also like to murder some adults. So like, either's cool.
That whole scene is so funny. Because Derek's looking at like the situation of dead Kali and the twins, and he's like, you did this for me? And like kind of disgusted. And she's like, for us, babe.
For us.
So gross. But yeah.
So like, I think the way that it's shot and the way that everything happens, that we're supposed to believe that Derek is just falling for magic vagina again. That Derek is just like ensorcelled by Jennifer and goes with her. I am choosing to believe that he trusts the team, that he trusts Scott and Stiles and Allison enough to be like, look, maybe I can buy us some time. It gets me in the room. You know, maybe I can help.
Yeah, that's what I think, is that he's now like, as soon as it was apparent that Jennifer was like, I did this for us, babe, he was like, okay, I gotta play this game.
Yeah, he's gotta play the game. And that like he is willing to kind of sacrifice looking stupid to protect the parents of these dumb kids who he kind of likes. And that's what I'm really hoping. But the whole vibe was like, Derek's gonna fall for Jennifer again because he just can't resist. Like,
yeah, I don't think that's what's going on.
I hope that's not what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Scott just casually texts his English teacher, and so Jennifer like opens up a video message, which by the way is not an MMS. Like
I know.
let's be oh my god, let's be clear about that for a second.
I know.
And decides to get like mystical. So of course the entire purpose of this is to show the final battle scene, which is going to be at the distillery. Where Deucalion lost his sight and where like Gerard, fucked over a bunch of wolves, and that's where Derek used to take Paige. It's a very central location to the flashbacks in this season.
It's so central, and yet like it's so forgettable.
Oh yeah, it's completely superfluous. We never talk about it again.
And like we actually don't see that much of the McCall house, but it's so familiar.
Yeah.
Right? Like it has a feeling. It has a hominess. But you don't
literally it's just that one hallway upstairs.
Yeah, like you just don't see that much of it. This distillery is meant to be like a nexus of all these incredibly important plot lines. And it could be anywhere.
Yeah.
When they walk in, the only thing that my brain was like, this is the distillery, right? Is because the doors kind of slide open.
Yeah.
And he showed the swirly symbol of revenge. I was like, okay, it's got to be the distillery.
Yeah, it's the swirly symbol of revenge. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Ennis's swirly symbol of revenge. Okay.
It should really, the set design really should have made it memorable and important, given that it is.
Or maybe they could have just added some lighting.
That too.
It was also very blue. It was very dark blue.
Okay, well, that is how you know it's important, is that it's blue.
I guess.
Anyway, yeah.
So, so we're gearing up for the Jennifer plus Derek and Deucalion plus Scott kind of battle. But first we have to rescue some other dudes. So we're back in the loft and Cora and Lydia are just like, and then the twins like kind of blorp apart.
Yep. And they're still alive.
So they rush them to Deaton in the veterinarian's office. And Deaton just has like Aiden over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
I gotta say, I was like, okay, I mean, I guess they didn't want to kill off these twins, but like, I don't care right now. There's so much more important shit going on. I don't need to spend a few minutes with these guys.
I do really appreciate that they found an excuse to keep Lydia and Cora like on screen.
This is true.
Yeah.
Fair.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I had to remember to like take a few notes because I knew I was going to forget this whole thing. And like, I was just like, oh, right. The twins are fine. And he's like, I knew you liked me. Like, okay, I just got to remember that this happened.
But it definitely happened. So,
yeah.
So now that the stage is set, so the vault with the parents is starting to collapse due to the weight of the storm. And so Allison and Isaac are trapped inside with the parents. And Isaac, being the room's strongest werewolf, is holding up the beams all by himself. Good job, Isaac.
His eyes are glowing.
And then we've got Lydia, Cora, Deaton, and the twins in the vet's office.
Yes.
Stiles is unconscious in his car. And then we're at the distillery. So it took me like many seconds to remember why the hell Deucalion and Jennifer want to kill each other.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. I was like, wait, why are we doing this again?
Because the entire time it's like, we have to kill him. I'm like, but why though?
Because
he's
bad.
And the only thing I can come to is that Jennifer is still bitter as hell about her face.
Oh, she's real mad that they ordered her death. Yeah.
It's not even like, I don't even know if she's mad about that because none of those words come out of her mouth.
Yeah, that's true.
Is just constantly talking about my face, the mark it left on me. It is just, it doesn't even seem to be about the revenge of, ordering all these people's executions because she's been executing people left, right, and center.
9 people so far, right?
Yeah, 9 people. Like
plus Cully, plus the twins, as far as she knows.
As she knows. Yeah. Like she is just going at it. She's just going to town. And it doesn't seem to be any kind of like vindication for the things that he has done to werewolf kind. It's just so much like, look at my face. Look what you did to my face. Yeah. You would think that as a druid, she'd be like, you're not serving the Nemeton. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, she's just,
very vanity. Very, you did this one thing to me.
Yeah.
and me alone.
Like, I even now after Collie's death, I wouldn't even have been mad if it was like, you took her from me. You turned her against me. She was my alpha. This is a great place to throw in mates if you want to.
Sure. Yeah.
This she was my alpha, the love of my life, and you turned her against me for what? You
for
had
your own
her
good.
You had her kill me for what? Like that even would have given me something. But I'm just like, you're still mad about your face, babe? And like, I suppose having never had anybody execute me before, like, I don't really know where she's coming from, and I can kind of like try to extrapolate it, but like by the end of it here, it just felt really off balance. But we did of course get Demon Wolf, Death Destroyer of Worlds, Demon Wolf.
Oh God. Yeah. So So they got to fight. We got to fight here. We've got Derek being like, "This is hard to believe, but I'm actually trying to help you, Scott." This is like a dumb line because they are still trying to kind of make it seem like Derek might be on Jennifer's side here.
Yeah.
Which, why? Don't do this to Derek.
Don't do this. No.
So Deucalion's, I will give Deucalion's like slow transformation into his wolf looked really cool.
Yes, it did.
Of all of the CGI practical effects that happen on Teen Wolf, this one I was like, yeah, that was cool.
This one's excellent, especially because he looks so different from the rest of them. He's just cool as hell.
Does, yeah. He looked really cool. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. But then Derek wolfs out to fight Deucalion, and I was like, why? What do you fail at every fight? Like, you are supposed to be an alpha, or were. What do you think you're going to do against this dude who is like apex? Like, why? I also didn't know why Jennifer's powers didn't work on Deucalion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, again, what are the rules here? Is it just because he's murdered so many other alphas that he's just so souped up?
Maybe because like she's talking about like I had to kill those other people to like become strong enough to face Deucalion. Then she killed all those people and it still wasn't enough. Like
she's gonna need those last 3 parents to actually be enough.
Yeah, maybe. But you know, Deucalion kind of gets Jennifer in a state and wants Scott to kill Jennifer. Become the alpha you are meant to be. And my whole note is like, Deucalion, sir, have you met Scott McCall?
I know.
He's really only got like one rule.
Yeah. No murdering innocents.
No murdering innocents. He's real firm about that. That's like his only rule. Everything else is, debatable. But like, come on, man.
Just, Teen Wolf has one rule. Good man, Scott McCall.
Good man, Scott McCall. Don't murder innocents and try not to just murder anybody across the board.
Yeah.
But
I did like his, who's going to save the parents? My pack.
Oh, well, your pack is fucking trying, okay?
They're really trying.
So we get like, we ping pong around it. Isaac is like trying so hard and Lydia and Cora and Deaton are trying so hard and everyone's trying so hard. Hooray!
They are. They're really trying. And Duke pulls his go-to move of grabbing Scott's arm to get his claws out to try to force him to kill Jennifer because that's like his
how Collie
thing.
guided Derek's arm. Ouch! Ouch!
I know that hurt. And then Scott's got a nice sass master line where it's actually kind of a long line. I was like, pick it up to speed here. I forgot to tell you something that Gerard told me. And I was like, oh, please don't make him correct. Deucalion isn't always blind. And Scott has got some flashbangs in his pocket because he and Allison love them some flashbangs, which blind Deucalion because when he is his wolf, he has his eyeballs. And this happens just in time for the lunar eclipse.
Happy sepia-colored lunar eclipse, everyone.
Yes. And so now Deucalion is blinded and they have, I believe, like 15 minutes while the wolves are powered down, but Jennifer is powered up because she is not affected by the lunar eclipse. So this is the moment they've been waiting for since a couple episodes ago when they started talking about this plan.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a callback to Erica when she was asking in the bank vault, like, what happens to wolves during the lunar eclipse.
I bet it'll make us stronger. I hope it'll make us stronger.
Was so wrong.
So
now poor fucking Derek is hiding behind the boxes
Derek
when
is
Jennifer...
just cowering in the corner over there.
Which, he's human for 15 minutes. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it did look really silly. He was like, whoop. So he's cowering. Jennifer returns, and she is Sans mask.
Yeah, so she's coming in with her like flowy coat and her oversized head with the scary makeup.
And she just beats the shit out of Deucalion until Derek stops her. And he's like, hey, Deucalion doesn't know what you really look like.
Hey, babe, you know really important to you that Deucalion hasn't noticed yet?
Yeah.
Your face.
Girl, he ain't seen your real face. He's never seen the price that you paid, this thing that you care about so much.
The price you paid. He's never seen the price you paid. Derek is just like right on in there.
Yeah, for once he's doing like he's got it right. He's like
human subterfuge.
Yeah, he's in there. So Jennifer heals Deucalion's eyes because when he is human, his eyes are gone because of Gerard back in the day. So she gives him his sight back just so that he can see her ruined face. However,
I really appreciate that he starts to scream like before he sees anything.
I know. However, giving Deucalion his sight back has made her weak.
Oh no.
Which again is like, but she's killed 9 people for this ritual. Shouldn't she be powered up enough to do this? Okay.
Yeah.
So Jennifer's like, hey babe, Derek, you got to kill him for me because we're in this together. She still thinks they're in this together. And Derek's like my mother used to say, I'm a predator, but I don't have to be a killer.
Hi, Talia.
Hey, Talia. In the distillery, no less.
Yeah, in the distillery, feeling the spirit of his mother.
He is. What happens here is like, it's so silly though, because like he grabs her throat and is like, let them go. And then she just starts punching him and gets his ass kicked.
Yeah. And he's once again just a punching bag for something he didn't do.
To the memory of all the other times he's been shredded to pieces. Aww. And I was like, but why? What are we doing? And finally, the lunar eclipse ends with very little fanfare.
Definitely not Jennifer wasting her entire eclipse on vanity.
Yes. Except now she's covered herself or like ringed herself in mountain ash. And she's taunting them that she's going to kill the parents to get that last bit of power that'll let her kill Deucalion, who is going to re-wolf. But what do we have?
Dun dun.
We got Scotty McCall.
Becoming an alpha in slow motion.
Because of the true alpha powers, he can just push through that mountain ash barrier.
And Deucalion's definitely still like passed out on the floor.
I know, he's just not here for it at all.
So speaking of like supernatural boundaries, are alphas immune to mountain ash now?
Dude, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's just Scott. Maybe it's like a cool him, like a special thing just for him.
That could be because he is the true alpha, so he gets to be immune to mountain ash.
I guess, yeah. But he pushes through the mountain ash, and Jennifer is like, "Whoa, boy, I've fallen down. I didn't know you could do that."
Mm-hmm. And then Deucalion rushes in to finish the job because neither Scott nor Derek will or can do it.
Yeah, like Scott's like, "Well, I'm not gonna do it because I don't believe in that." And Deucalion's like, I don't care. I'm already a big murderer. I got this one. It just like rushes in. It's like, all right, cool beans.
Yep. So she's down. And the storm abates.
Yeah. And so I feel like we forgot before the big fight. We are cool because we know that the parents are saved because everything's falling down around them. And when the lunar eclipse hits, Isaac can no longer hold up the wall.
Yes.
Because he's been the one with the werewolf strength. He is trying his best and he loses his powers during the eclipse and can't do it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get these little feeties going. And all of a sudden, enter Stiles with the aluminum baseball bat.
Yeah. Propping up that whole ceiling with a bat?
Yeah, that whole ceiling with an aluminum baseball bat. But the reunion between Stiles and the sheriff.
I know.
Like, oh. My heart.
I cry.
They're so sweet. So sweet. But, so everything at the warehouse, at the distillery is done. This is the Hail McCall pack. With Scott and Derek. So nice.
It's very nice. And Scott calling Stiles to make sure everyone's okay.
Really mad about that because you cannot tell me that, so Scott is on the phone, but Derek's making faces and so is Stiles.
Mm-hmm.
The three of them are having a conversation right now.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that just because Scott is in the middle of the Derek and Stiles aren't also talking to each other. And I'm still really mad that they don't pipe in to each other in this call. Mm-hmm. I'm still mad about it.
Yep.
Y'all right there, big guy? Yeah. You all right? Yeah. Doing just fine.
I mean, I don't think he's actually all right. I think he's bleeding profusely.
Oh, yeah. No, that man was unconscious for like several minutes and then drove a car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That had a front end collision, meaning that there's definitely something in the engine block that is messed up or leaking or broken. Yeah, Stiles is like concussed and is definitely high on fumes right now. Like
he really is not paying enough attention to Roscoe.
No. Nor himself. He's on adrenaline and he's going to pass out for 3 days. Gonna be fine.
Yeah. That's the fic later.
Yeah, the fic for Roscoe. Mm-hmm. No wonder Derek had to become a mechanic.
Exactly. There is a little coda of Derek and Scott letting Deucalion go because Derek's mother told him that Deucalion was a man of vision once and they're letting him go to become that man again. But if he fucks up, they'll kill him. This seems dumb, but I guess they just don't want their two characters to be cold-blooded murder when he's not actively trying to kill them.
Well, yeah, that, and it would be really cool to have Deucalion back.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, also, let me just say, my notes here, I was apparently incredibly thirsty today because Kali, Jennifer, and Deucalion all made me a little weak in the knees this particular episode.
He's good looking.
He's a good looking gentleman.
Yeah.
That Mr. Deucalion.
I know.
It's a good looking fellow right there.
Casting department really putting in the work.
Whew.
So we have to go back to the Argents.
Yeah, because now that everything's done.
And I guess Chris wants to put away his life of selling guns to rich people. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But Allison has a different plan. She's like, what we did dying for a day and a half or half a day is like, it's going to bring some more stuff to Bacon Hills. And I want to be ready. I want to be you, basically. I want to be the fighter here.
Yeah. And that's totally reasonable.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to have a new code in this family. And we're going to protect those who cannot protect themselves instead of cutting werewolves in half.
Oh, so nice.
I think that's legit.
That's very nice. I like it.
Yeah, me too. Scott gets a Glee-style voiceover over the end of the episode.
He does, as he's talking to Dr. Deaton.
Yep, as he's talking, he kind of narrates that Derek and Cora leave the loft and go off to the great unknown. And he's they just leave.
They just wrote Cora and Derek out of the show.
I know.
Both of them.
But I hope he does okay. Like, fuck you. Scott's dad is sticking around, but he's not welcome. Like, you're damn right he's not welcome.
And like Melissa just like giggling every time he gets shut down by Scott. Like, yes, girl.
Yep. And then both Scott and Stiles feel that kind of darkness, but they're gonna do okay as we see kind of a montage of the kids kind of trying to make it through high school.
And I will throw this one in the air for the Scott and Stiles shippers. I will throw this in the air for you because you get Aiden and Lydia, Ethan and Danny, Allison and Isaac, and then Scott and Stiles.
That's only because they sent Derek off into the woods somewhere.
Yeah, let's be real about that for a second. But I will give you this one. I will give you this one. It is in the text.
No, you're right. It's correct.
Yeah, but again, those two love each other so much, and they're just like, fuck it, ride or die in absolute every way.
Yep, they are. They absolutely are. And then Deaton's like, but what about Miss Blake? And we see her at the end crawling back to the Nemeton once more. And I guess throat slashing just doesn't do it like it used to. But a clawed hand stops her, and it is Peter Hale.
Peter Hale.
And Jennifer says what we're all thinking, and that is, everyone else suffers, but somehow you come out on top. Because, Peter doesn't get his hands dirty ever.
Ever.
And she's like, now that Scott's an alpha, and you're going to be able to steal that from him, like, what are we going to do here? And fucking dramatic ass Peter is like, again, I'm not gonna do it the way he did it, but he just like yells into the moon, I am the alpha. I have always been the alpha.
Which is factually incorrect, but okay, sir.
Yeah, it is the most like dramatic, silly, but also like, no, it's just dramatic and silly.
It's just dramatic and silly. Peter, you were the alpha for like a grand total of 2 months and you got dead.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yep. So that's how 3A ends / this is the mid-season finale of season 3 ends with Peter Hale yelling to nobody that he is the alpha.
Let's see. Will Peter ever become the alpha again?
No.
Probably not, no.
No.
I am the alpha. Okay, sir.
Okay, little man.
Okay, Mr. Hale.
Okay, bud. Interesting note about this episode, it was the 3rd highest rated episode of 3A, like on IMDb. And trivia, this episode was leaked on iTunes back when, that happened, to season pass subscribers.
Nice.
And it was caught, but, and obviously made it onto like file sharing sites. And right. Jeff Davis was like, hey, please don't share this until it airs. But I'm sure people did.
I'm sure they did, yeah.
Yeah. It like leaked like 3 days before.
Ooh.
I know. So I thought that was interesting.
It is interesting. So what do you think about 3A?
I like it.
Me too. I miss Erica. I miss Erica.
I miss Boyd. I think killing them was stupid. I think the show, because I am a proud goggle wearer, is too mean to Derek.
Yeah.
I think that is just unnecessary. I don't think you have to put down one character to lift up another.
No.
Like, you could make Scott the true alpha and give him all the flowers you want and not be a dickbag to Derek.
Speaking of goggle wearers, of which I am one, dear Derek Fandom, I hate to inform you that this is pretty much the peak until the end of the show.
This is the end, my friends.
Like, we get little bits and pieces where we kind of have to glue stuff together. Like, we'll get a little bit of that in 3B, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Real sorry about it.
This is the end. It's dumb. It makes no sense. Again, like we were saying with names are so hard sometimes. Lydia and Peter, like sometimes actors just have great chemistry and you should ride that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, whether or not you intended it. Well, actually, no, you intended it when you hired them. Like, you do chemistry reads. Like, when you assemble a cast, you try and make sure that everybody gels together, whether or not you intend that to be sexual or romantic or friendly. You don't want someone in your cast who doesn't mix, because then it just ruins everything.
Yeah. Although I will say in 3B, we do get a little not nearly as creepy Derek and Chris. Because it feels Derek has aged 10 years between seasons 1 and 3.
I know. Yeah.
He just has. And so
also,
we do
2 actors who vibe together.
2 actors who vibe together. We actually do get a little between Derek and Chris in 3B, and that is great. That's some good stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll see you at the end of 3B, and then we'll see you at the end of the series. My beloved Derek shippers. But we'll
see you on Tumblr.
We'll see you on Tumblr. But as we say goodbye to Erica and Boyd and Cora,
we barely knew ye.
3B introduces one of my favorite characters, Miss Kira Yukimura.
Ah, yes.
Kira. And I'm really excited to bring Emily back in this neck of the woods as she's had some time, because 3B is also the introduction of Miss Malia Tate.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a gut reaction. I'm so sorry.
You'll be fine.
That came from historical drama. That came up. I couldn't help it.
It's all right. I can go ahead and love on Malia enough for the both of us.
And I have to say, sometimes I just don't like actors. So we'll see. I will also try to, I don't have any personal beef with the actor. I just sometimes don't like how an actor does things.
Yeah, totally real.
You know what I mean? Like, not to call out Hacks, but I haven't started watching the new seasons of Hacks because I don't like one of the actors. like how she does things, and I just don't find her funny. So it's hard to get into Hacks because it's like, God, you're annoying, you know?
Yeah.
So like maybe the character of Malia would be fine if.
Yeah, but we will.
So I'm gonna try. I've been trying with Glee.
Yeah, you are trying. You are, in fact, trying, and we will continue to try. It's going to be great.
I try.
But yeah, no, we're officially through 3A.
We did it.
Woo! Gonna be great.
It is gonna be great. Gonna meet new friends. We're gonna not judge them by their past.
Indeed.
We're gonna judge them as they happen. We're gonna only hate them for what they do on screen and not how they take away from our ships.
Indeed.
Maybe. We'll try.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Good. It is. Okay, so that is 3A. 3B is on the way. It starts, like, I think the events start like a month after the events of this one, but the show is like 6 months later, something like that. There's like a 6-month break in the airing, but a month break in the timeline.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's how TV shows work sometimes. So thank you for listening as always. You know how to find us on the internet, Fandom on the Rocks. Drop us fic recs, Jeff Davis's personal email. If you're one of the actors on the show and want to talk to us, that's also chill. We can be normal. We can't.
We can try.
We can try. Yeah. So come hang and we will catch you on the next episode of Pack Dynamics. You've been listening to Pack Dynamics, a Fandom on the Rocks podcast. For more episodes, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. You can follow us online at Fandom on the Rocks. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can subscribe to our Patreon account at patreon.com/fandomontherocks. Subscribers get access to ad-free content, exclusive bonus episodes deep diving into fandom, and more. So until next time, keep your pack close.